Hi everyone. You. I had started to do a video on this episode of I See What You Can't because it had a lot of really interesting tells from the body language and a lot of lies were really coming through. The problem was is I didn't have volume. Now I'm being really careful to make sure my mic is working. So I'm keeping it on this screen that I know you guys all hate just for a minute. So I'm going to get that all pulled up here just a second because there's some things I want you to see. My big mama cat here is wanting some love. So as you guys all saw, one stroke too many on her, she'll bite my frickin' hand off. So I kind of have to look in the same direction that I'm petting because it can be to like the thousandth, maybe 5,000th pet in a night, and then she'll try and take off my hand. It just happens. Now, Boo Boo, he's different with when he's gotten enough love, he'll just get up and go. Not her. She'll try and take off my freaking hand, as I stated. And then Ma kisses baby. Well, she will bite. She'll want loves and loves and loves for hours and hours, and then one too many, and it's the same thing. Um, so so wrapping up with them. I've got surgery in the morning, so I don't know if I'll be able to create much this weekend. We'll just have to see. Um, I'm having a hand surgery, so we'll have to see how sore I am afterwards. So, with that being said, thank you so much for the cash apps that you gave me this week. I had been wanting to plant my garden, but I couldn't because I didn't have the money. So, at the end of last season, I got the raised beds when they were like 70% off through Wayfair. I get a lot of my things through Wayfair when they go on clearance. They go on really good clearances. I just kind of make a list of the things I want and then I keep looking back. So I got those, and then I was able to afford the soil to put in it because the soil out here that I have is just it's clay. It doesn't work. It like things do not grow. It's the weirdest thing. Here I am in the heartland, but I can't grow like I used to at home in Washington State. Probably because we don't have the volcanic ash out here, because that volcanic ash, has thousands of years of living organisms that broke down. So there's probably just so many nutrients in what we had. Because, oh gosh, the tomatoes I grew when I was growing up, just amazing. Just amazing, I tell you. So, anywho, I kept going to the nursery and looking at the plants that I could not afford and just thinking, you know what? The longer that they're there in the nursery, they're just growing. They're taking care of the plants that will one day be mine. And when I got Cash App this week, I was able to fill up my gas tank and not have to overdraw my account. Hubby's a disabled veteran, and he does work, but his check covers everything. So when I was working, that's what our extras would be. Not that I could work that much and not that I could work that often, so I didn't do that much. But anyway, I got laid off at the beginning of COVID, and my doctor does not want me working. So I, I really, I have too many things. I'll talk about that at another time. So anyway, when I got the Cash App, I was able to put in gas and not have to have it overdrawn until hubby gets paid next week. And I was able to buy the plants because then they were 30% off. So I got tomatoes and cilantro and cucumbers and cantaloupe and what else did I get? Something else. Oh, pumpkins, because I want pumpkins so bad. I want pumpkins. I every year I just put seed pumpkins and they look like they're going to go great. They flower and then they stop. My tomatoes would grow and then they'd split. So, I got a big tomato plant and a little tomato plant. That's how the five are. So they're in there and they're planted and everything looks good. So I'm so excited because I invested the money that I got, thank you so much, into making more and more food. And then I'll show you guys how to make salsa. Because so in the where I'm from in the Pacific Northwest, we have a restaurant called Taco Time. It's a cross between Taco Bell and Chipotle. Everything is made from scratch in the morning. And, if you run out halfway, then somebody's got to make something. And our salsa was the best and it was all handmade, and I could do it faster than anybody. So they just pull me. I was the fastest at everything. So I could be the fastest on drive through, fastest making the orders, fastest in all my orders, fastest training, everything. And then I was a trainer, so I went around to all of the different taco times all over the Seattle area. So I worked in Redmond and Bellevue and Sammamish, and oh gosh, I went down a couple of times to the one in on Lake Alki. I can't even think of what that is called right now. It's Alki. Redmond, Sammamish, Bellevue. I can't, I think. Been too long since I've been home. Been too long. Too long. That was my first job. I'll tell you guys about that some other time. So anyway, I talked to Snow White. This is I See What You Can't, and it's called Michelle in the Last 35. And it was posted 11 days ago. But I talked with Snow White. Snow White and I had 2 lives, one on her channel, Mayhem Unleashed, and then one on mine. And I answered some questions about personality disorders and about Dupers delight, and that's what we have here with her. So, Dupers delight is when your body, your neurological system, your brain is trying to be in connection with what you're saying, because that's what a normal person does. When a normal person talks, their body language reflects what they're saying. Right now, my hands are moving all over, and you know that I've hit buttons before when I'm talking because I talk with my hands. So, hold on, I have to check something really quick. Really quick here, make sure that the mic's working. Okay. So if you were to be across from me, you would understand what I'm saying because my hands are flying all over, my expressions are matching, my shoulders are going in the way of what I'm talking. I mean, basically, if you make me sit on my hands, I'm mute. I talk with my hands. But you guys can't see that. At the 10,000 level, I'll let you guys see me. So, sub up, people. I'll show you my ugly ass at 10,000. But anywho, what I wanted to explain better is that Michelle has an addictive personality disorder. Well, she has an addictive personality, okay? So anything that she can get addicted to, she does. If it's men, she's addicted to men. If she gets a man, she's addicted to everything that they've ever liked and everything that they've ever done. Then she's going to do it better, and she's going to tell everybody that she does this and that. And she wants to be, a man's woman. She wants to go out there. If a man was an angler and loved to fish and everything, well, she'd be out there fishing, and she'd be telling everybody that she got the biggest fish and that she did this and she did that, and that no one has been a better fisher girl than she has been, and the man is so proud, and her and the man are going to go down to the Gulf of Mexico and go and fish for marlins, and when they come back, oh, they were the greatest marlin fishers ever. And it's that, because it's whatever, because she doesn't have an identity of her own. Michelle doesn't know who she is. At some point, something was lost in her childhood. And she says it's for one thing, and I can be sympathetic to that one thing. But when that one thing does happen, if that one thing does happen, you get counseling so that you do not bring that pain into your parenting. And while that may have been one thing that happened in her childhood, there are other things. Something in her very deep was unhappy. And from what I'm gathering, I think her grandpa was the one who would give her everything in the world that she wanted. I think that she was grandpa's little girl. Grandpa started an electric company, so it seems like he might have really been of wealth. And from what I think I see is I think that it would be the grandpa on her mom's, so her mom's dad. So when I posted a picture the other day on my community page that was sent to me with some information, it is maybe her, maybe not, maybe her grandpa with her, and maybe not. But I will tell you that the first comment that came in at 5:30 in the morning was, why would you put up, sure, Michelle's a vile person, but why would you ever put up a picture of her grandfather? Her grandfather was the only person who ever loved her. And then there was another one from another person a few minutes later. It said, why would you put up a picture of her grandfather, the only person that ever gave her whatever she wanted? Those comments were then taken away. I don't know where they went. Okay. Usually you should be able to see them even if they got taken away, but they weren't there. Now, I get a lot of really weird stuff around, 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. And that's when the comments come in that may or may not be saying the truth. Somebody may be up late or not. So the picture may or may not be of her or somebody else or their grandpa. And it gave me some insight to think that she was grandpa's girl. And she probably learned from a very early age that grandpa was going to spoil her. And maybe her mom would be more of, no, you're going to earn your money. You're not going to go to grandpa every time that you need something. You need to work. You need to earn. You need to understand how you make this money, because maybe the mom grew up a little differently and grandpa didn't have all of that money until the kids were grown. Maybe the mom struggled, so she didn't think it was right that then, her little girl is getting everything from grandpa. So maybe she started acting out when mom got a new man and she didn't like the new man, and the new man maybe put more boundaries down and she didn't like that. She didn't like it at all. And so then she was mad at her mom. Maybe she triangulated, as she loves to triangulate. Narcissists do that. They love to do the 2 against 1, 2 against 1, 2 against 1. They love their flying monkeys. Now, if you go back and listen to where I explained everything about personality disorders and whatnot, of what may or may not be happening with Michelle, you'll understand that in a very disordered person, they can have 4 to 5 personality disorders. And each of those personality disorders is on a spectrum, and each of those personality disorders can have features of the other. Well, it's very complex. So if you listen to where I talked with Snow White, you'll understand more. But it gave me a little bit more insight of what she's doing here, because she's addicted to cigarettes. She's addicted to opioids, we know. She's addicted to benzos, as we know. She's addicted to alcohol. She's an alcoholic in active addiction. And she mixes her alcohol. That's why saying DUI, that's not saying drunk while driving. That's saying driving under the influence. We don't know what pills she has on board on any given day, but we know that she takes many pills. She says that she takes 12 pills a day for the psych issues. Well, none of those should be mixed with alcohol of any kind. So is that 12 that she's saying? Are some of those benzos? Benzos should never be prescribed with an opioid, but we know that she has both. They're not prescribed by a doctor. They're by Dr. Feelgood, who puts them under the traffic cone. So, in here, it's important to really look at the chat. This Amber Rain here has a picture of Amber. So it's a troll. Oh, and one of her mods I saw was, I know that they're called socks, but why? Well, because you take off your socks, you change your socks, right? Ha. So people change their profile name, just like they take off their socks, change their socks each day. A sock. So anyway, I answered that for whoever's listening. So, this sock here, called Amber Rain, says, everyone goes real life on Michelle, but she has to be the good one and not defend herself? Fuck that. He's threatening her life, and her in real life friend is supporting it. Okay. Amber Rain, you're a couple pages behind, because who you're defending here, Michelle, does not have her life threatened by anybody. There is nobody threatening her life at all. And Amber Rain started shitting out in this. Amber Rain was not getting what she wanted out of this conversation. So she started throwing a little shit fit of her own, because Michelle would not let her be a mod. And then she came in as another. So this Amber Rain is a troll with many heads. But she's not paying attention because, while Michelle's wearing the same shirt, she goes and talks about how she's been nice to ETN, and her and ETN are actually talking like nice and normal, like friends. Like friends. Everything is friends. They're being so friendly. So Amber Rain is still believing something else. We don't know all of the little stories that she has within these people, okay? So it's become apparent that with Michelle, she's transactional. The way that she understands and experiences love is by getting money. Okay? So if she throws a big enough fit, makes enough people mad, puts enough pressure, she gets money. That's what her Cash App is all about. Well, where'd she learn that? She learned it in childhood. She's never changed. So everything to her is all about money. The way that you show Michelle love is by giving her money. Isn't that sad? Think about right now, through all that we've heard her say about her divorce and everything, she has never once said how she misses the love of that man, how she misses that that man loved her this way, that she and him would do this and they would do that. She does not say anything about their love. And their relationship was relatively short in the grand scheme of life on a continuum. And I saw how people were saying, well, Tara's husband loved her enough to get help. Well, do you think ETN didn't try and help her? Do you think every man that she's been with hasn't tried to help her? And she'll sit there and say that she's not going to drink again, say that she's not going to do this again, and promise and go on her apology tour. And we've seen those tears, and she's very convincing. She did that to each and every one of them. But she also used her children like pawns to get money from them, too. So she's very disordered. Her long-term prognosis, if she survives her addiction, she will be in long-term inpatient drug and alcohol rehab, and then in inpatient psych, to where she gets medicated to where her psychological symptoms are manageable and she can be functional in getting along with others in a living situation, and she will be put into a group home where her medications are given to her. She is monitored, and she will have a trustee that will get her SSDI so that her money for housing will already be taken out by that trustee, and then a little bit of money will be given to her to budget out for the rest of the month. That is the only long-term prognosis she has at this point, due to the significant brain damage that she has done from the alcohol, drugs, meth, everything that she's taken. It's very sad when you look at it, but you don't give a very sad person who's in active addiction money. They change that money into drugs. So every single person who's given her $1 has contributed to her not surviving her addiction. I'm surprised that she survives it this long. Of all the patients that I took care of who were in active addiction that had the toe thing going on, they've not made it 3 weeks to a month after what I've seen. It's very much, it's when the toe thing is going, it's because there's not good circulation, and the cigarettes really are contributing to that. And it's contributing to peripheral artery disease. And we heard that vascular surgeon say that when she had the phone on in there. So I'm not doxing anything. I'm talking about things that she has said. I'm talking about everything that she has said. I'm talking about when she's had the phone in there for the doctor, and taking then what I know in my own educational background. As you all know, I won't bore you again. I am completing my master's in forensic psychology, and with that, I want to explain that. So she's addicted to substances. She's addicted to this and that. Right now, she's addicted to Cash App. because as I've explained, everything with her is transactional. So everything right now is about give her money, give her money, give her money. She's getting a high every time she's getting the money. Every time that she gets the money, she can see that she's fooled somebody else with her lies and they've given her the money, and that's all she wants, because that's how she learned it as a child. Is that she'd have little shit fits and temper tantrums and everything else with her mom, with her stepdad, with whatever. Then grandpa'd give her a little bit of money and she'd feel loved. That's how she learned to equate love. And with her hair pulled up here, my friend Paula told me that her devil hair here, this hairline, is called a widow's peak. I thought a widow's peak was just when it's on one side, but I guess it's both. And I'm wondering if it was called a widow's peak because is that what happened? Like when people were stressed out and they were in mourning and they lost hair? My hair has fallen out twice from sepsis, from being sick. So my hair actually, thank God, grows fast. And it just fell out terribly from COVID. And I had to have 9 inches cut off and then 4 cut in. It's just been a mess. And I've still got areas like in the back that have some of this, but fortunately my hair grows good, but I have a little bit of hair loss right here. But this is a significant amount of hair loss for a person her age. She's not taking care of herself. She eats like shit, and when she has a man taking care of her, she's cared for, and that's how she cannot care for herself. She cannot clean, keep up. She cannot have those dogs. She's not caring properly for those dogs. She needs to be cared for herself before she can ever care for anybody else. And I hope that Valley Girl will take those dogs because they've got to have somebody loving. And from what we've seen of Valley Girl, I don't think that she is abusive. I really question her trying to give her Michelle another dog, but I just hope that Valley Girl will take them. But what I want you guys to look at, because when she does these big cash grabs, she does them at the beginning of the month because she knows that so many of her enablers are also on SSDI like she is. So she had a full bank account just flushed with SSDI, her full food stamps and everything. She doesn't need food or anything, but yes, she begged and begged and begged and begged ETN for food when she started talking nice to him. He sent her a butcher box. He knows not to give her money, so he thought he'd give her a butcher box so she'd cook. Well, has she cooked anything of that? You know that we see everything she does. For him to do that made her see, oh, he still loves me and I can get my way. I can stay another month in this house. I can stay another week in this house. I can do this. I can do that. Because he gave in. If he gives in to her at all, she sees it as she's won. And you'll watch that here. So we're going to start.
Email your Cash App, correct? I will send you my course and I'll send you my airfare for tomorrow. You will know. I need $65 more. If I make $65 more in Cash Apps today, you know you've paid for my course and you've paid for my airfare. I need $65 today. You know that you've paid for my course and paid for my airfare.
Okay, now watch. She's trying so hard not to smirk, and you saw when she did it. She had to fight the smirk. She's got the Dupers delight, as I explained, because she's now getting this high. She's getting this high that she's pulling something over. The fidgeting, the moving back and forth, that's all this. And she'll start doing really weird things with her mouth as she tries to fight her mouth from the joy that she's getting because she thinks that she just pulled that over. Now she can email somebody any course. I could email somebody a course somewhere. It doesn't mean that I'm enrolled in it. And the day after she did all of this for this insurance adjuster thing, I put up the thing proving that she's already been an insurance adjuster and she's had that license revoked. The license shows she lives in Georgia and the license was for Louisiana. And it says that it was revoked. The backstory on that, as you guys saw, somebody in there confirmed that she worked for a couple of weeks and then she did something stupid and she cannot get another license. So this whole thing trying to get money to go to a course. And the thing is if you don't have a place to live, you don't have a job, but you have SSDI, you need to go and look for a place that is within your budget. And there are plenty of places in Georgia that her SSDI would cover. She could get a nice, cute little 1-bedroom apartment easily. Easily. She's not had any bills. She doesn't have a car payment or anything. ETN had to pay for all of that. And she could have had the best savings account. Now, Amber Rain is still over here. And I don't know what this is about. It says Joe deserves to know what his wife is doing with his money. Okay, what's that about? I don't know. Somebody please tell me. Then Amber Rain again says, Brenda, they brought Michelle ex-husband on panel. They have called her ex-husband. They have done everything to her. No, that's not how it went. Michelle lied about her ex-husbands and their actions and that they were both basically monsters. And so when a creator comes up, shows their face, talks about people, and it's easy enough to figure out the last name because she's using the last name. When she says terrible things about somebody else, that somebody else has the right to come up and defend their name. This is on the internet, and the internet is forever. So if you're stupid enough to put your name out there with your last name and talk about other people in that manner, those people have the right, if they get found, to come up and speak. That's not doxing. That is not what doxing is. I don't know how they all are so confused on what doxing is, but that's not doxing at all. I don't know what this person is so confused about.
Now, I found a place that I can stay for, I think, $91 a night, I believe.
Okay, look at that. She's using her fingers to try to pull down her mouth to stop her mouth from smiling. She's doing the eyebrows that are going up, as I've talked about. That's her big tail. And she's doing everything she can. She's using her hands to try and mess with her mouth. She's doing weird mouth things and everything because her body, she's excited because she's getting away with a lie. So she, like, her body wants to, like, be happy that she's getting away with something, but she knows she's supposed to be saying something serious and she's lying. So her whole body is confused. And that's why she starts really fidgeting, moving things around. The eyebrows go up. It's really interesting.
Get an eye off of here. I'm showing receipts to people that have donated. I'm booking my course tomorrow. I need $65 more in cash apps to show you that my flight is paid for and that my course is already paid for. I need $65 more in cash apps. $65 today to pay for my flight and my course. My course is paid for. Silly Princess, yes, I do. My course is paid for, but let's cover the airfare round trip.
That's not what she just said a minute ago. She did not say, God, you can't even keep anything. I can't even keep anything straight because she said she needed to pay for her course. She needed the money to pay for her course. There's no course. Wherever she needs to go, probably to go and meet some man, but it's not for a course for an insurance adjuster. So she's lying about that. Now, was this money just what she did? Oh my God. You know what? I think I figured it all out. I think I did. I think I just had this epiphany. I just had it. I just figured it all out. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. So this money that she got here is what she used for the filler, because she got fillers. I don't think she got Botox. She definitely had something done to her face. Her face looks markedly different when she was pointing it out, saying, oh, see, there's no more lines. There's no more craters. There's no more this and that. She looks different. Okay. So this money must have been for that, because her ultimate goal is to go to Louisiana. She wants to do this meet and greet to be this big famous YouTuber. That's what she then says at the end of this, is that she's going to Louisiana, New Orleans. And she says, oh, she's from there. She's born there. Her mom still has a house there. But haven't we heard about how she says she has no family? Well, what's that all about? Well, you know what? She stalked Molly. everything that Molly did, she wanted to become. Molly did a meet and greet in New Orleans. Didn't turn out well, but Molly did a meet and greet in New Orleans. This has to be Michelle's biggest dream because Michelle is known probably as a failure with her family for losing the custody of her kids and everything like that. And everybody, but in her head, she thinks she's a hot shot on YouTube. That's why she will not accept the fact that she's been deplatformed. She wants to go and she said she wants to go and be, oh my God. She says that she's going to lie and say, oh, I'm a big famous YouTuber. Tell them all I'm a big famous YouTuber. She wants to do that and say she's a big famous YouTuber in her hometown. So she got the frickin' makeover, so she thinks she'll be beautiful for when she goes to her meet and greet in New Orleans. She thinks she's the shit. Oh my God. I figured it out. I literally figured it out. That's what she's doing. She's never going to leave New Orleans. I wonder if she's going to try and stay there. But she's going to go there acting like she's famous and be telling everybody, I'm a big famous YouTuber. I'm a big famous YouTuber. I'm doing a meet and greet. I'm famous. Oh my God. Oh my God. See what happens when I think? Holy moly. Holy moly. Okay. So basically she just does this whole, give me cash app, give me cash app, give me cash app, give me.
Because it was only $120 round trip airfare. If I get $65, I can book both of them tomorrow and guarantee a locked rate at 120. That's on, I can't tell you the airfare, the airline. How come they're not going to comp the room? This is for something different. Cowbell, in July, I've got a room comped. This is for my course. This is for a course that is in June. I'm going to New Orleans in July and my room is comped. I need $65 more. If anybody donates any money and I make $65 tomorrow, I will book the flight to my course.
Okay. Who does this? Who does this? Does this? She doesn't have children to support. She doesn't have a family to support. Who does this?
My course is already paid for, but I'll give you both. I'll give you my airfare and my course, and I will send you both of them to show you that the airfare is paid for and the course is paid for, and I will show you.
Okay, there you go. She just did that dick sucking thing I was talking about. Watch. Watch.
I'll give you both. I'll give you my airfare and my course, and I will send you both of them to show you that the airfare is paid for and the course is paid for, and I will show you.
See? She did the dick sucking thing. Okay, so with the speeds settings, let's see. Playback speed. What if I do it slow to show the dick sucking thing really slow for a second? Watch this. Okay, now watch. Liar, liar, liar,
My
liar.
airfare
Liar, liar.
and my course.
Liar, liar.
And I will send you both of them.
Look at those eyes, those dead eyes. Liar. Liar.
Liar.
Liar.
For and the course
Liar.
paid for, and I'll show you.
There it goes. There it is. Okay, she does the dick in the mouth thing. What is she doing there? What is that? That is her literally forcing her mouth not to smile because she thinks she's getting away with something. Or it's the face that she made with every single concierge at the motel so that they'd look the other way, or she'd give them a tip on the way out for not busting her for being what is that? I don't go around doing it to people. Do you? Does anybody? Does anybody do that with their face like that? Does anybody go, whoa? I mean, we did that in high school, like, making the dick sucking. She's doing that. Why does she do that? She does this so many times. I'm not even kidding. She does it. Okay, so now let's see here. We'll speed it up and see how many freaking times she does it. We'll watch her frickin' watch this. We'll do it on double speed. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do this.
Why spend money on a course? The course is paid for, Crazy Daisy. The course is paid for. The course is paid for. I need to get there now. I am trying to get certification so that I can get more things underneath to work. Everybody that donates to me will get a receipt for the money that they are paying for. Do you understand this? I want to work. I want to work badly. Badly. I want to work badly. They're not fools because as soon I am booking the people that donated yesterday. A lot of people that think they're not giving me time. Because the people that donated yesterday are getting receipts for yesterday. I need $65 more to book the rental flight. Whatever the job I need, I'm trying to work. Night out, I am trying to work. Block him, please. Block night out, please. Block Terry, please. Block haters. I am trying so hard to get a job so that I can support myself.
Christina, Michelle is a fighter, that's for sure. No, she's a liar, that's for sure. And then here when they and then this Amber Rain keeps trying, oh, they want a reaction. And then this one says, what's the course on? Just interested. Well, everybody knows that it's for insurance adjuster. And as she already did have the license once, she knows everything about it. After she ruined Etienne's military career by falsely accusing him of domestic violence, he went into the insurance industry, and he's doing well, and he is successful because he is a good provider, he's a good man, and he would have made a very good husband for her. She is a failure at everything she does because her addictions control her. She does not have power over the addictions. She thinks she's more important. She thinks she's better. She thinks she has all of the control, and she loves to control everybody. And she's controlling the narrative here. And she's controlling everybody in this chat. She has all of her enablers and all of her trolls watching her, and she loves it. She's the master of the three-ring circus. She absolutely loves it. All that matters to her is that she gets what she wants, and what she wants is money. And there will never be enough money for little Michelle. And all of these courses are online, has been shown. So this is how she knows everything about and can be convincing in this because she's already taken it. And because Etienne had to go for continuing education. She knows what he had to do. She thought that she'd get a license just like him, and then they could work at home together and both sit around and do that. And then Etienne could get up and take care of her and clean the house and cook for her and everything. And she could just drink a little wine here and then. But you know how it goes with Michelle. One glass of wine is never enough. One is never enough for Michelle. And enough money to get by is never enough for Michelle. Never, ever enough. And when you look at her right here like that, you see who she really is. She's a very sad, sad woman who thinks that she can gain happiness by money, and it has never bought anybody happiness.
I need $65, please. If you got $1, $2, $5, please hear me. I've got $2.89 in check. I'm a fighter, and I will fight for what I want. The course is $650.
She is trying her best to go to work. Okay. Sistina, she has full SSDI. She has more than enough money. She has the money that she needs to feed herself with the food stamps. She's just got to cook, not go to the taco truck every day. And she has SSDI. Her full medical is covered. As we were told the other day, when she had open enrollment for Medicare, she got on TRICARE. I didn't know that was an option, but that's what I was told. So, however... Now, this person is keeping track of her lives and says, if you already paid for the course, how do you have 700 plus in your Cash App account? And this was proven because she requested Cash App from somebody. And I guess in the corner, it shows your balance. And it showed her having 674. I didn't notice this, but when I had to get gas yesterday, because when I took the bird down to the wildlife center, I had to take my son's car and go down to, it was 40 miles down there, and I had to get gas because he hadn't been gas in his car. And so then I had I thought I had $16 left in my Cash App, and I was watching the gas pump, and I was like, okay, 16, but I just wasn't fast enough. It went to like $16.70. And then I was like, oh shit, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? What happens if you overdraw Cash App? And then I saw, and somebody did give me another $25. So I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. And they told me to enjoy my garden. So thank you so much to whoever did that. I'm hoping to be able to get more things because I want to be able to put, I saw that you can even grow stevia and lemon balm and, oh, lavender. I'm growing lavender too. I want to grow lemon balm and stevia for my tea too. So maybe if I get another cash out, I'll be like Michelle, 25, 35, 35, 35, 35, 45, 55, 55, 55, but, yeah, so she has all this money in there and she has full SSDI. So I don't know how she gets these people to believe in her. Now, Jill YouTube has the same picture as Crazy Daisy. I don't know what that picture is, but she says, you do know a lot of companies pull up social media before they hire. Are you worried about that? Well, here's the thing, you guys, is that other person who I used to cover, Lori Beth Langer, narcissistic, animal abusing, mother abusing piece of shit. Okay. Same thing. And she was on full SSDI. But she would do the whole thing, get all the money for the interviews, get money to get a new outfit, money to get new makeup, get her hair done, all this stuff for all of the interviews, right? And it would be all this attention for like 3 to 4 weeks of everybody telling her, you've got this job, you've got this. And everything was going to change if you just get this job. It'd be all this attention, this natural high. Of course she wasn't going to get the job because, as I explained when I was talking to Snow White, she'd do idiotic things in the interview, like bring her Scentsy stuff and plug in a Scentsy warmer and start trying to sell to the customers there and tell the boss of whatever company it was how she would also be selling Scentsy to the customers. So, of course, she's not going to get the damn job, right? Right. So it's the same as Michelle. Michelle's never going to be able to get a job because she's not sober. So what's she going to do? Go and have all this alcohol on her breath and her eyes going every which way during the interview? She can't be sober for an interview. They would send her then for a piss test just to be sure if she made it, even if the person didn't have any sense of smell or sight or ears, because her voice is she couldn't answer the phone. I don't know. She does not have a good phone voice. Anyway, they could figure out a job. Well, then they'd send her for, to make sure she's not on drugs or alcohol or has a doctor's note to say why she is on those. So she wouldn't pass that. Then, of course, they do the social media check. And it is not from what she's done here on Facebook. It is from what she has done since at least 2009. The stupid, horrible things she's done online are all there. And they will continue to be there. She could never get a job, but that's why she has the SSDI. She has the SSDI for her mental problems in which she has stated. Those mental problems in which she has stated are ones that would interfere with her being able to keep gainful employment. That's why she has the full SSDI and has had it for, over 20 years? That's why she has it. Why are they not understanding this? Okay, watch.
I cannot tell you the courses about people that donate to the course have already donated and will get receipts for it.
What? I can't tell you about the course, blah, 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 blah. Okay, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Now, Amber Rain keeps doing this, blah, blah, blah.
I cannot dox what I'm doing. I cannot dox what I'm doing. I'm not doxing what I'm doing.
Okay.
I understand that.
This is a problem because her enablers tell her, don't tell anybody what you're doing. Don't tell them. They don't need to know. So that's giving her right now enough to get out of her lies, because the thing is that if you ask somebody for money, you are supposed to use that money for it. If you don't, that's called fraud. Now, it's fraud across the board because she's not supposed to be on YouTube. So anybody who's given money to her can be worthy of repayment. They can ask for a refund from her because she did not use the money as stated, or they could file a complaint, and the Attorney General, there are some people looking into it right now because she's not supposed to be on the form as it is, but all of the money she's getting are electronic. So that's wire fraud. She's committing wire fraud by asking for something that she's not intending to use the money for. That's wire fraud. Now, anybody who's stupid enough to give money to an addict in active addiction is worse than any drug dealer. They're giving them the money to get the drug. It makes no sense. Well, I gave her a gift card. Gift cards get changed into cash. Well, I bought her pots and pans. And she went and sold them. So now watch this.
I've donated to the course. I've already donated and they will get receipts for it. I cannot dox what I'm doing. I cannot dox what I'm doing. I'm not doxing what I'm doing. I understand that, Jill. I have that handled too, Jill. I have my social media accounts handled, Jill. That's none of your fucking business. Jill, it's none of your business about my social media accounts. I have that handled too, Jill.
See, look at how fast she gets mad. Now look at here. Look at how she's trying not to give this little smile because she knows that she's pulled something over. She knows that she's got people believing her lies. And so her lips are upturned, although she's angry. It's interesting. It's interesting to watch her microaggressions and body language as she lies. Okay, so Kira is the one who's saying she's not going to make that same mistake twice. And now Michelle's big word is doxing. She thinks that by her saying what she's going to use the money for is doxing because this pack of idiots told her that. If you are saying, I am going to be using this money for this, that is not doxing, and you should be able to show exactly how it was paid, when it was paid. If anybody would like to see that I went to the greenhouse, I mean, I'll be showing pictures of my garden as we go. But I didn't ask for it. It was given to me as a tip because that's what the system is supposed to be like. You create something, somebody likes it, sees you're doing good work, and gives you a tip. I don't find this to be anything of a creator. I do not find Michelle to be a creator. I find her to be a massive, scamming, pathological. Anyway, people are giving her money. It is not doxing. Doxing is when, okay, so it happened to Zav Girl. When Zav Girl was doing the Kylie Rodney, she got a lot of freaking money from that. And people were, a lot of haters were coming up because they're going, you're making bank on this. And, you know, it became very controversial because she was running lives, 24/7, And so people got mad and it got the wrong kind of people mad. But she was having panels on StreamYard. And it's like the third time I've seen somebody get doxxed through StreamYard. So I'm not always comfortable with StreamYard. I'm trying to figure out more about how that happens when you do get doxxed. Is it if you let somebody on the panel who isn't trustworthy, they have that link? I don't know how it works, but people who use StreamYard have gotten doxxed. So anyway, she goes to the next panel member, and it's somebody, and they were like, you're not Zav Girl. You're Natalie Carver from Portland, Oregon, blah, 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 blah. It's something like that, right? Where it's her name and city. And she says, yeah, that's already been exposed. Thank you. I prefer to be called Zav Girl. Now, what the hell is your problem? And boom, they're gone. Okay. Now, I think a week later is when like her whole computer got doxxed. Her whole computer got hacked. And it was scary watching her look at it because the whole thing was just going. That's doxing. That's giving your personal information when that is not what you're supposed to do. In the terms of service of YouTube, it says keep your identity secret. You cannot give out somebody's address, and you cannot give out somebody's medical condition. The fact that she is already out there with her name, and she has already talked about her medical condition and where she lives, then that's common knowledge that she has said herself. Could somebody say she doxed herself? Absolutely, using the doxing in that way. But to say, I'm begging for money and begging for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and I'm not going to tell you why because I'm not going to dox myself, and have these idiots going, yeah, she's not going to make the same mistake twice. What? Okay, and then over here, go question Bathroom Andy. Where's his thousands have went? Well, you want to know where he gets a lot of his money? From the money that she begs, she gives him to try to get him to like her. So this one is really trying to kiss up, but she doesn't know anything. Now, Jill, who had asked about the social media concern, and she just got pissy about it. Gemini Mama says, Jill, at Jill YouTube, that's how she didn't get past Dallas trip. That was her last part of the background check, and all they did was put in her name. What? Okay. So there's some more lies here that they're believing that she didn't get what? What? No. There was no job. There never has been a job. Michelle has never had a job. Never. She's never had a job in this whole YouTube thing. I think, 25 years ago or something, she was a real estate agent, which is how she knows exactly what she's doing here and making this house be one that's going to be condemned. I don't know how long she was a real estate agent, but that's the only job that anybody can say that she's actually had. When she was with the guy who was, into lifting weights, and she became a weightlifter, and he did steroids, so she did steroids, and, she talks about that, and that's how the craters came, or the craters came because she said that the man at the dancing place gave her meth and whatever, and she picked those craters, but those craters got mysteriously leveled out. I don't know how they did it. Maybe because if she had laser resurfacing, she wouldn't be able to be showing her face right yet, would she? I think she got fillers, but I don't think they could fill the craters. But I don't know. If they could, maybe they should start trying to fill the craters in the moon right now. I don't know. Okay, now let's watch more of her. I'm going to turn her volume down and watch. I'm going to go really fast and just watch her body language. Check this shit out. Do this. Now watch this. Look at her go.
Got to get in this fight. I got to
Isn't it funny to watch how she gets worked up?
What it's like to be a Fairfax Egg Bank egg donor. Did you know you can receive up to $48,000 as an egg donor? First, I filled out an application.
Don't
and then
let
I had a
Michelle know she could be an egg donor.
I began my medication.
Not that they would take her bags.
The only way, the only way that I'm going to get a job and people help me to keep it on the down low is only to show receipts to the people that helped me. Only to show receipts to the people that helped me. I need 45 hours more. I can book my flight and I can book my course. And the course is paid for, guys. The course is 100% paid for. That was taken care of last night. That was 100% taken care of last night. $1, $2, $3, $5, guys. Literally. I need $45.
Okay. So now Girl Interrupted says, Michelle, remember things may not be so well right now, but it can't rain for what? Okay. So then let's see. There's Veronica's wise words of advice at Kira, okay? Did Veronica always tell her not to dox herself? I have no idea. And then, okay, so nothing big over there in chat. But isn't it funny to watch her just do this? If you're sitting there and you're actually like asking for something that means something to you, but you know what? Who would ask for that? Who would be asking for this like this? I can't even think of anybody who would be asking for this. She knows she doesn't need it. She knows she doesn't. She knows she's not doing this. How can she lie and sit like this? She loves this. She's addicted to gaslighting. She's addicted to manipulation. This is what's going on. She is absolutely addicted to getting money from other people.
Let me book the flight and the hotel. And I mean, the flight, my course is paid for. Let me book the flight today before the flight goes up. Because you know flights go up. No, Girl Interrupted, you send me an email. Girl Interrupted, you send me an email because you deserve receipts. Send me an email.
So Girl Interrupted. Girl Interrupted. Well, Girl Interrupted was a film about a young woman who had borderline personality disorder. So this Girl Interrupted must be feeling bad for Michelle pretending to have borderline personality disorder. As I have pointed out before, if Michelle did have borderline personality disorder, she would know some very certain and specific things that she does not know. The borderline personality disorder started coming in when she heard other people say it. I do not think that she has it, although she could have it in one of her many things, but it's not the only thing she has. And So Girl Interrupted is the one who's given her that. Well, how does Girl Interrupted feel now that she gave her this, knowing that whatever course she shows is not one she can take? Remember the last time she did this and was supposed to be for continuing education, and she fell down and Jake and God, I can't remember, Lola ran? Whatever happened to that course that she raised all the money for that? She just went to go and see some old sugar daddy. And people said that there were needles all over the place. So what? She just go and get her fix? And then came back with the black toe? Huh. Almost like she was skin popping or something with those needles, huh? But let's forget about all that money that was raised for that, because what about that class? It never happened. It never happened. She was already an insurance adjuster. It lasted 2 weeks. She can never be one again. She busted it. She got her license revoked. All of this is lies. All of this is lies. This is a whole bagel of lies. She wants this money to do whatever she did to go and get done with her face so that she can go to New Orleans and act like she's famous. That she's gotten so, and she's going to have, she wants these friends here because she wants these people who are going to act like she's some big celebrity. That like she has to have a freaking bunch of goons with her when she walks around. She has to have, she's like Kanye. And she has to have her whole, she's going to act like they're bodyguards. All lies. Look at her lying. Look at her lie.
Don't say you don't need information. Do not tell me that. Send me a dang email and I will send you my information. Don't say, thank you, I need $25. Did I say I need 45? Did I say that I need 45 earlier? Did I just say I needed 45? Is that how much I said I needed? Did I say that I need 45? Guys?
45, 25, 35, 75, 85, 95, 25. Well, what the fuck is she, an auctioneer? But anyway, this person over here. You need to try to work with a company that contracts with FEMA. That would be if she was an actual insurance agent, but she's not. She's not. She's not an insurance agent. She can never be one again. She had her license revoked by the SEC. Okay? She cannot get one again. Now, the way that she was saying she'd be going up on buildings and all of that stuff. Remember all that stuff? Remember how she came into this whole thing? How she said that she was formerly an insurance adjuster, and she used to go on roofs and during storm damage and assess storm damage, and that's how she was a rope expert, because she would bend over and out of her butt would come this big web, and then she'd climb the web and go and assess storm damage from 3 stories high. She said she was an insurance agent. Remember? That's how she came into this. So whatever she's saying here, oh, okay, now she's saying she just needs her continuing education to get her license in Georgia, because that's what you guys believe when I put up the thing. No. She cannot be an insurance adjuster. She cannot. No one's going to hire her. She's had her license revoked. She's an addict in active addiction. Plus her social media thing. She gets SSDI. That is enough. She needs to learn to live within her budget. People need to help her to do that. Find a nice little apartment for her, because she can't do it herself. Because poor little Michelle can't do anything herself except for lie and get money from people. And then she has all the money. What are these people doing? Why are they supporting this? When she was in the hospital with the possible gangrenous toe, which now we pretty much know how that happened. Sugar daddy needles anyway. She cannot be an insurance adjuster. When the vascular surgeon was in there, he talked about her problems with circulation. She had to have the angio, which gave her stents. There is no insurance agency that would let her climb 3-story buildings with the net she flung out of her butt with peripheral nerve damage and circulatory issues. There's no way. There's no way they would do that. Since she said that she's had 2 strokes, that's all over the internet. They're not going to let her climb a 3-story building. Somebody who was very wise said that when I posted this, but then the other people want to sit there and still make excuses for her because they will not admit that they were wrong, that she lies. She lies so much. And the people who are supporting her must be a lot more like her than they are like us. And that's pretty sad because she sits there, she's filthy. Her feet were filthy, remember? Her feet were so filthy and Ski made fun of them. So then she had to come up with something that, oh, her foot has gangrene and all that stuff. So then her foot could be seen for something that was wrong with it instead of just being dirty. She sits there, and as we saw the gap in the couch that has maggots or cigarette butts or whatever, the whole living room is filled with filth. This is disgusting. And if these people are more like her, that's pretty sad. Let's get over here to where she's talking about Louisiana. Oh, another one.
It's 126. It didn't go up. No, it didn't go up.
She did the dick sucking thing again.
And it's 126.
Why is she bobbling around so much? She bobbling around, moving around so much. Her eyebrows are up. She just did the dick sucking thing. Because she's still lying. She's been on a big lie-a-thon. Liar, liar, liar.
No, it didn't go up. I said it was 120 and it's 126.
Sip? What is that?
I said it was
she's
120,
sipping?
it's 126. And I'll book.
What is she drinking? What was that?
It's 126. It didn't go up. No, it didn't go up. I said it was 120 and it's 126. I said it was 120, it's 126. And I'll book it right now. If I get the money, if I get $35 more in, it's 126 and I'll book it right now. If I get that, it's... I cannot show you the flight.
When she just said she couldn't show you the flight, see how she did her tongue flicking and stuff? That tongue flicking, it's all just showing she is such a freaking liar. And then be like, I don't think you should be contacting someone's husband. That could open you up to legal. What's going on? Okay, I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, let me see if I can find where she's talking about going to New Orleans now. Let's see. Okay, so this must be the New Orleans. Let's see.
If you make a donation to me, I'm doxing myself.
What?
Guys, I need $35 more. Awful message. 35. Why would I dox you when I'm doxing myself? If you make a donation to me. If you make a donation to me, I'm doxing myself.
Okay, hold on.
Please.
Okay.
Joe, I need my roofing boots.
Kira says, it would be so worth the $35 to see her go to work. She's not going to work. To get her a job. This just got her some fillers for her eyebrows, her eyebrow lines and craters. You all just paid for her to go and have a big day in the spa. She's saying, oh, she has a friend who owns a day spa. Okay. So how much does she charge you? Because there's nobody who owns a spa that's going to give you fillers and all of that to keep it a secret. If somebody gives you services, that is so that then somebody says, wow, that really looks good. Where'd you get that done? That's what happens when you're a hair model or you do product modeling, et cetera, like I've done for spas, like I've done for beauty salons. I wonder if she's heard me talk about it and that's why she's saying it. But no, she didn't get that done for free. She did that with all of the money that people gave her because she wants to look wonderful when she goes to New Orleans for her meet and greet so she can accomplish everything that Molly did. It's so simple to see. And then Sistina says, Crazy Daisy, stop it. Well, Crazy Daisy is the one who keeps like defending that there's something that Michelle is saying is true, so I don't see what... I think Crazy Daisy is on Michelle's side, but who can tell when there's people who say things about her and then they're back and forth between chats? It's like, don't give her the watch hours. Watch the Clippers. The Clippers do the work They put up the relevant things, and then that's not giving, well, I shouldn't say watch hours because it's not like she has a channel where watch hours are being. It's just don't give her the views. Don't give her the attention. Don't put her in the algorithm when she's up there. If she's not getting what she wants, she will not be here. What she wants is money. And what does the money do? The money buys her things for her active addiction. People who are giving her money are going to make her lose her battle with active addiction. And for those of you who need it spelled out, that means that you're paving the path for her to not wake up. Because this is what's going to happen. It's not that she's doing it in excess. It's that she's doing it in combination. And the combination is where it happens. Over and over again. Mixing alcohol with benzos is the absolute recipe for not waking up. If she's already to the point where she doesn't wake up when she pees the bed, which we've seen the pissy mattress, she doesn't wake up, and she was talking about that, how she wouldn't wake up, and one time she slept for like 3 days and didn't wake up and just peed herself. That's not waking up, that's a freaking coma. She's doing that, and people don't even notice. She's not cleaning her house at all. She's not doing anything like that. All she's doing is sitting here, making new channels, scamming new people. It's a high for her to scam people and get money. She wants to get the money so that she can go to New Orleans and say she's a big famous YouTuber. Oh, yes, block the destination. See, these people who are doing this, you have to block the destination. They're making it so that her lies are easier lies. Because, yeah, if she blocks off the destination that she's going, she can say she's going anywhere. Kira, you are helping a liar. This is a liar. A liar face. She did not do that. She does not have the ability to become an insurance adjuster. Did she tell you that she's already lost her license, Kira? Did she tell you that she's already done that once and that she had her whole license revoked and that there is no continuing education that she can do to get it back? That there is no agency that will hire her? That she cannot get a job, that she is on SSDI? It's not going to be $35. She is not going to be able to go to work. That's why she has full SSDI. Now, Dirty Diaper says, I'm afraid to send my information. I don't want to get doxxed. Okay, well, why even say that? Just don't be in here. What the fuck? Idiots, man.
Get Joe, the tow truck driver, out of here. Look, he sent me a very awful message. Dirty Diaper, why would I dox you when I'm doxing myself? If you make a donation to me.
Uh-huh. She did it again. As soon as she says it, look at, she did the dick sucking thing. And then Dirty Diaper says, oh, I don't know. It seems like that's all that happens anymore on YouTube. I'm just scared. Well, get out of there. If you're afraid of getting doxxed, get out of Michelle's chat. Because all Michelle does is she gets her nasty little followers, and then they think that their new trick is to dox. Because they have very long criminal histories. So they think that when they get exposed, because they could be going around on a YouTube channel acting like they're this nice, normal person who nothing has ever happened to and whatever. And they want everybody to believe this lie that they're doing. And when they get exposed because they're being a shit, and then it comes out that, oh my God, you're this XXX felon and you've not done anything to fix your life. And you're just sitting here and you're on parole and you're not doing a very good job here. And so you get exposed and you feel vulnerable. Okay. That's what you think, and that's why you dox. But for the rest of us who are out here, who are just actual creators, you're not going to find shit if you dox me. I'm pretty boring. You're not going to find anything, so I'm not going to be vulnerable. So when you think it's your new game now, Flava, to go and dox everybody, and you're going to dox everybody because now you're friends with Michelle, when those of us who thought that you were somebody to give a chance to, when we just heard you trying to do the best you could and turn around and turn over a new leaf, and we thought by supporting you and being your friend that would help you, and instead you just went back to your old ways. 2 weeks ago you were sitting there showing things about Michelle and everything and saying that she called your parole officer and you hate her and whatever, and now you're her mod, saying that you're going to dox everybody. Why? What makes you get off? What do you get out of that? What do you get out of finding the name of somebody else? Does that make you feel good to do that for Michelle? Why? What do you think you're going to find? On who? That's going to be worse than your criminal record. Criminal.
Look, he sent me a very awful, awful message.
Who did? Nobody did.
Dirty diaper, why would I dox you when I'm doxing myself? If you make a donation to me, I'm doxing myself. That's only $35 more. I can book my flight in.
This is why she's not worried about it, because she's not actually going anywhere. So Molly Cat Colorado is actually Amber Rain. She came back under this name. She says, you're asking from trouble by emailing donators, class, flight info. People will dig. You know that. Okay, if she asked for, okay, you know what? New Jersey, what's his name? New Jersey courts, something like that. You know what he does? When like he wants to cover things, like he wanted to cover Controlla, and he wanted to cover when Ski Mask Andy was in court. He will say, this is how much it would cost me in airfare, this is how much hotel, this is how much for a rental car, and you know what, if you want me to go there and you want me to bring this coverage to you and you want me to cover it, you know, I'll do that. This is how much I need, and let's get the donos going. The donos, the donations, he calls them. So he calls them the donos. And he's like, all right, I'm at this point today. You know, we've hit this. This would cover the airline. And we're here. And I need this much more to be able to go. And all right, we're here. I have this much money. I'm going to put this much money towards this, but I don't have this much. You want me to go and cover this? We need this much more today. And that's what he does with it. And he shows every single thing. And that's where, if she was honestly going somewhere for her insurance thing, but she knows she's not. She knows. She's looking at everybody in this thing. She's gaslighting them. She's lying to everybody. She's manipulating everybody. She has all of these people in her mods, the people defending her. They are believing this lie that she's going to go and get something so that she can become an insurance adjuster, when she knows damn well she's not going there to do that. She cannot be an insurance adjuster again. Did she tell anybody in here that she already had it? She lost it in 2 weeks because she's stupid? She did something really bad? No, she didn't, did she? This is all a lie. And all of these people that are insulting everybody else are a lie. So this person who's faltering, I don't know, it seems like that's all that happens. She's getting into her. She wants to convince her. She wants to convince her. This is all a lie. This is all a lie. Think about that. Look what she did with the money. She went and made herself look like a Muppet. She got like a perm or something, maybe a haircut, maybe a little dye job there, and got these craters filled in. The craters here filled in, and the lines all filled in, except for that one dent won't go away.
I'm not going to give him my flights and stuff, guys. I'm just going to email receipts that it's paid for. Dirty diaper. Dirty diaper.
So someone says, why not cancel the trip to New Orleans and use that money? Because that's all she wants. And she wants this money to go and look good so she can go to New Orleans, and you fools paid for it.
I'm asking for help to go to work to get a certification class I need. I mean, you're either trolling me or you're not. You either want to help me or you don't. Why would I dox you for helping me? The trip to NOLA is comps, gotcha? It's comps, and I have to be there, gotcha? It's not a vacation. I have to be there. I have to be there for business. I have to be there for personal stuff. It's not a vacation, gotcha? I have to be in New Orleans. I was born and raised there. I have to be there to sign personal papers. That is none of your business.
Okay, so I'm not sure what's going on in NOLA. There's been a lot of different things that she said herself. She said she's going on a meet and greet. She says this, that she has to be there. She was born and raised there. Her parents have a house there. She has to sign legal papers. There is nothing that you would need to go to a certain place. You can have anything sent by courier and have it notarized. There is rumors that she has an active case and she has to be there for a court hearing. So did she get her fools to pay for that? Dirty Diaper just needs to go away because, well, I'm not saying you would. I'm not saying, okay, Dirty Diaper, this is like the little conscience inside of you saying, she's a liar. Don't do this. It doesn't feel right. So don't do it. Just go away.
Business. But it has to do with family issues, gotcha. I have to be there.
There you go. Gotcha remembers it too. You said it was a meet and greet. Yep. She said she's going there for a meet and greet. She did. What is this? If you and as in then by simple. Wow. She's got some serious things. And now Amber Rain just split personalities again, is back as Amber Rain.
My hotel is comped. It's not a vacation, it's not a party, and that's in July.
Look at the lie. She did the dick sucking. She said her hotel is comped, and then she did the dick sucking. So she's saying she's sucking dick to get the hotel comped because she does this. She looks real bright when she does that, doesn't she? But these people believe it. Watch.
I have to be in New Orleans. I was born and raised there. I have to be there to sign personal papers. That is none of your business. But it has to do with family issues, gotcha. I have to be there. My hotel is comped. It's not a vacation, it's not a party, and that's in July.
See? There, she did it. She does that. Oh my God, learn how to spell T-H-E-I-R, and then maybe somebody will listen to you. So many people just want to release their hate on Michelle. Yeah, it's exactly what I want to do. No, I just hate it when people get scammed. I'm kind of against it. It's kind of like in my blood work, in my blood, in my very veins. It's something I've been working on since I was sopper or knee-high to a stick of corn. I don't know, something like that. One of these days, y'all find out how much I hate liars, but not now.
I have to be there. Gotcha.
Take a drink of that vodka.
Mary, get the fuck out of here.
What did Mary say? Dominique says, so you want people to email you to provide receipts, but we all know you'll hit them up the next time you need money. You're scum of the earth. Exactly. That's why she wants the emails, because then she'll have a whole email thing and she won't ever leave them alone. She'll be like, can you just give me 25, 35, 35, 45, 55, 75, 85, 85, 95, 5. Just give me some money, give me some money. And they'll just give her money to go away.
No, I'm going to schedule a meet and greet because I have to be there, gotcha. I have to be in New Orleans on those days. Yep. I have to be there, gotcha. Gotcha, I have to be there.
Meet and greet.
Get Dominique the fuck out of here.
Meet and greet.
Yep. Get Dominique out of here. No, Dominique, they don't have to provide me with their email. Gotcha, I have to be in New Orleans, right? I was born and raised there and I have to be there. I got comps at a hotel because I'm a platinum member because I have a military discount. Oh, so I was like, fuck it.
Oh, military discount. And she just slipped up in that too. Because once she slipped up on this, then she was like, I can always have my USAA checking account. She's using her military card from ETN to get discounts. Nice. My husband's a disabled vet. And you know what? When he got out, I turned in my spouse card as I was supposed to because that's a punishable offense. I don't know what the hell she's doing. And they expire too. So ETN can't use his. So she's out there using her spouse card. How nice. For anything with a military discount, my husband has to provide the proof. And it is dated. He has a veteran's card. So this snatch is now getting, so it's not enough that our government, our taxes pay for all the drugs that she inhales and drinks, and all of the doctors visits and hospital visits and everything else she fakes, and housing and food. But now we're giving her discounts at hotels too. Oh, but why would you need a discount if it's comped? Ooh. Uh-huh. And like Carrie said, I thought it was a training class. Uh-huh. Bullshit. She's not, the whole thing is a lie. I wonder if it is for a court thing. And then don't even answer the trolls' questions.
And I have to be there. I got comps at a hotel because I'm a platinum member because I have a military discount. So I was like, fuck it. I have to be somewhere in June for a training class. The flight is 126 round trip. It's a 14 and a half hour drive. It'll cost me $400 in gas. It's cheaper to fly. I have to be in New Orleans for personal business. Because I have to be there for personal business. I was like, fuck, why don't I just do a meet and greet in New Orleans while I'm there? Gotcha.
There you go. Why would you do a meet and greet if you are an idiot who's never been able to figure out how to create decent content and give back to the community to the point where you've given so much that you know, if you get a little bit back, you've already put in so much of yourself because you put in good and knowledgeable information and truth and maybe a laugh here and then. She doesn't get that, does she? She's all about giving money. Like that time when she did the cooking, she's like, I did it and I didn't even get any money. Ugh. I was like, yeah, that's what it's like to be a creator, bitch. I think that's when Charlotte saw my thing, and because I think I said it much more eloquently and basically said, fuck you, Michelle. Fuck you, Michelle. Fuck you, Michelle. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, Michelle. To basically be like, this is what it's like to be a creator. You don't get paid for being a fucking creator. You put in a ton, and you get back a little bit. But that's okay because you're doing it because you feel like you want to be part of the greater good. And you want to be part of a world that understands the truth and the facts. That's what it's about. So because she couldn't follow any of the rules and she got deplatformed, and so she goes and creates a channel a day to the point where YouTube blocks her entire ISP. So she has to have enablers create channels that then she goes and uses their password and their username. And she thinks that that's what she should go and be famous for? That she's the clap of YouTube? That YouTube just cannot get rid of this virulent strain of the freaking clap? She YouTube herpes? What the fuck? What is she gonna say at this meet and greet in Eustis? What's she gonna say? She's gonna go be like, yeah, I'm a really famous YouTuber. I'm a really famous YouTuber. You're infamous because you're the biggest ass on YouTube, but you're not famous. A meet and greet? Oh my god. Yep, and there's that Dupers delight. She can't stop herself from giving that smile now because she's gotten what she wants. Everybody's believing her. These people believing her are giving her that natural high. They're giving her that adrenaline. She's getting adrenaline off of all of these lies and all of these enablers.
It's not a vacation. I'm going to a training class in June. I'm going to be in New Orleans in July for personal business. While I'm in New Orleans.
You're not going to a training class because you don't have a job and you can never again be an insurance adjuster.
Because it's New Orleans and I was born and raised there. I'm like, do not block her.
All right, Gemini Mama, you finally get it. How do you have a military discount? Stolen valor much? Unbelievable. Exactly. So see, I thought Gemini Mama was believing half of her crap. But now Amber Rain says, Michelle, the trolls don't deserve answers. They're not going to help. They aren't going to help. What the fuck? Illiterate much?
Well, I'm in New Orleans. I'm like, damn, New Orleans is a big city. I was born and raised there. Why not do a meet and greet while I'm there? Gotcha. It's not a vacation. Born and raised there. I got personal business there. Gotcha.
Court?
I gotta change some forms. I gotta do some things. Some personal things.
Court?
Some personal life things. It's not a vacation.
Court?
How do I get a military discount? This is how I get a military discount. I was married to someone that is military. Therefore, I will always get a USA bank account. It's not stolen valor.
That is not how you get a military discount. I don't get a military discount because my husband is a retired Navy now. What does she think? I mean, I guess we had Navy Federal Credit Union when we lived in the Puget Sound. So what? I could have my Navy Federal? Is that's what she's trying to twist us around because she knows she got busted. She knows she got busted. Because you do not have the benefits when your spouse is retired. She ruined ETN's career. She ruined the end of his career. Unbelievable. Creatively inspired by Denise, who's, smoking the bowl, like she says, I know what you mean. Peeps come in and block others so we can't see their nasty they posting. Wow. Now, Remain Calm and Carry On says, did you not sign up the other day for the $4.99 unlimited summer flights? I could have sworn you said that. Exactly. And this is where she's going to say, she'll say, at the last minute, I decided not to. So that's how she still has that money in her account. And these idiots are still giving her money.
Because I was married to someone that is in the military, I will always keep my USA bank account unless I get married again. That's not stolen valor. No, I didn't sign up for the $4.99 summer flights. I was going to do that, Remain Calm and Carry On. I was going to do the $4.99 unlimited summer flights, but I didn't do it because I had to pay, to get a phone in my name, and I put the rest to my mortgage. So I didn't sign up for that plan. I was going to do it, but I didn't do the $4.99 because it wasn't worth it, because I was looking at cheaper airlines, and I figured how much I was going to fly, and I didn't think I was going to fly that much for unlimited flights, so I decided...
Her voice is shaky. Her voice is shaky. She got caught. She got caught in a huge lie. And now she's trying to convince her. Look at this. Look at this. And she wants to make fun of people's teeth and everything. Just saying.
My mortgage, so I didn't sign up for that plan. I was going to do it, but I didn't do the $4.99 because it wasn't worth it, because I was looking at cheaper airlines, and I figured how much I was going to fly, and I didn't think I was going to fly that much for unlimited flights, so I decided I was probably not going to fly more than 4 or 5 times a year, so it wasn't worth it for the $4.99 unlimited flights. I was going to do the $4.99 unlimited flights, right? But it wasn't worth it. Does that answer your question? I was going to do the $4.99 unlimited flights, but actually, when you think about how cheap the flights are, I'm not going to fly more than 5 times, so it actually wasn't worth spending the money. Does that answer your question for the unlimited flight? I was going to do it.
Now, B. Rando is over here spitting facts, saying these classes can be taken online. Check for yourself. And everybody should. There's so much now, especially because of the pandemic, that can be done online. And that's most classes. And any class that she's trying to take can be taken online. But of course, she can't say what class she's taking because she doesn't want to dox herself. And her enablers say, yeah, that's doxing. But Carrie Kibner got her too, and because she did, she said you did pay for the $4.99 flights. Now she is busted up with both of B. Rando and Carrie Kibner got her good, and she doesn't know what to do right now. So she's gonna be stammering. This is where she cuts too.
But I didn't, because I didn't think I was gonna fly more than 5 times this summer. I was gonna sign up for it, and I didn't do it. Now that I answered your question, would you like to cash at me to answer your question? Are you crazy? Those classes cannot be taken online. I will come back with pictures of what I'm doing. You said
all the way up because B. Rando just totally spit facts at her. That's what you have to do. Spit facts. Because with the truth at her, she can't stand it. And that, look at those eyebrows, they yeeted all the way up, and her mouth, and she got caught. She got caught.
Said you did pay for them. I was going to pay for them, and at the last minute, I did not pay for them, Carrie. I did not pay for the classes. I did not pay for the flights. At the last minute, I decided to save the $500.
There you go. And it got her to say, so she has $500 in her. She just decided to save the 500. So where's that 500? These fools have given her so much money.
I can take online classes of me climbing 3-story. Oh, yeah. I can take classes of me climbing 3-story buildings.
Can you climb 3-story buildings with your stents and the fact that you went around all over the internet saying that you've had strokes? Nope. Can you get certification for going up 3-story buildings when you come in there smelling of alcohol and tripping all over yourself? Huh? With your 9.5 or 9 3/4 toes? I don't think so.
Okay, they're gonna sign off on me saying it's okay for me to climb 3-story steeps. Okay. Really? Well, why don't you take an online class and then you go in the field and you climb a fucking 3-story steep building on an online class?
Be random, got her riled up.
And then go in the field and then go climb a 3-story steep building. You want to do that, Cat's Karma? Do you want to take an online class? Let's talk about this. They can be taken online. Okay. You go take an online class. Take an online class, bitch. And then go in the field with your online class and go climb a roof that's a 3-story steep with no hands-on training. Tie off your own fucking knots. Climb a 3-story steep roof.
You can practice on your 4-story house unlimited times.
Go ahead and do that. You can take an online class, not hands-on. By the way, guys, I need $35 more. These trolls are just completely killing me. Why don't you take an online class?
Now see this, the other one that was Amber Rain, whatever, is Molly Cat Colorado again. So she switched again and says, why bother addressing the trolls? Meanwhile, you ignore the people that are in here for you. Because Amber Rain, Molly Cat Colorado, wanted to be made a mod, and apparently she didn't pay the admission fee because you have to give this twat money to get a wrench.
Go climb a roof like this with no experience.
Right, and you're
that'd be awesome.
And we're these lies. So we're supposed to believe that she's going to get qualification to go up these 3-story buildings. We're supposed to believe that she's in good enough shape to do that with smoking one cigarette after the other cigarette after the other cigarette. So these idiots didn't figure out that this is what she's saying she's going to go and get her certification for. But she already has that certification, remember? Because that's how she came on scene, is when she was the big rope expert that was going on top of roofs and everything in a single bound, straight out of her butthole.
An online class. Yes. Of course, lots of trolls. I'm sick of dealing with them. Guys, I need $35 more. I was on a really healthy path. I need $35 more for this Spider-Man course. I need $35 more for the Spider-Man course for my airfare. $5 if you have it. There are 311 in chat. 311 is banned. 311 is a good thing. If you have $5, 7 people with $5. Seriously.
85, 95, 100. Do I hear 100?
Good luck in Florida in July when you go to New Orleans. I go to New Orleans the 17th through the 21st. I have to be there for business, for personal reasons. My family is from New Orleans. I have to be there for business.
Okay.
I have a platinum member through Caesars.com. I've got a hotel that's comped. I decided, hey, let's just do a meet and greet because I have to be there because I'm born and raised in New Orleans. It's not a big...
So she fucked so many guys for pay that she had memberships in all the motels, guys. Hello. And she was the biggest hooker of all, but she's never, ever had to put out. So she just has all these memberships and her family is from there. And so that makes sense, right? That she had to steal all this money from people because she was born and raised there and she has a piece of paperwork that she has to do. So she's going to go and do a meet and greet, right? Well, I'm from Spokane, Washington. Would anybody like to go ahead and give me a vacation there? I haven't been able to go home in forever. I am craving my hometown foods. I've not been able to go home. I've not been able to afford to go home for 15 years. I think 15. Yeah. 15. I need to go to the old spaghetti factory really bad. Is the old spaghetti factory still in Spokane? If anybody's from the Eastern Washington area, they closed the one out here. I love the old spaghetti factory. It's my lifetime favorite restaurant. And Dick's. Don't even get me started on Dick's. I need a bag of Dick's, and then I need to go and take the garbage over to Riverfront Park and make the garbage goat suck up the dicks. If you know, you know. If you're from Spokane, you know.
Vacation. I have to be there for fucking business. So I'm doing a meet and greet. It's not a vacation. I have to fucking be there. Right? My kid is in jail. I might go see my kid. I'm going to see my kid while he's in jail in New Orleans. It's not a vacation. I just live there. I lived in New Orleans. I have to be there.
Sure
so I was like, hey, New Orleans is a big city. Let's do a meet and greet while I'm there. It's not a fucking vacation. I don't really want to be in New Orleans.
I thought her kid got out of jail and refused to live with her. So what's this new lie? She has to go and... I can't keep track. Oh, and then Molly Cat over here is whining. I think the people willing and able to donate today have already. Your supporters can't donate money they can't afford. Ooh, Molly Cat Amber Rain's getting mad. And then Hobby Hater says, Chisel Mama, are you dumb? You think the hurricane just pulls the whole house up and it blows away in the sky? Because Chisel Mama said, how are you supposed to be going to a place that's storm damaged and going on 3 stories if the house was destroyed by a hurricane? Nothing that Michelle says is the truth, so nothing that anybody here says is the truth. She's gotten a couple of facts smacked at her and she can't stand it.
I hate New Orleans. It's not a fucking vacation in July. But I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be there, so let's do a meet and greet in New Orleans. Why not? Krista, if you could go, that'd be awesome. Guys, look, I'm still close to my goal, $35, and I can book it tomorrow. You got my cash app, see if I hit anymore, I need $35. You're 1,000% after New Orleans, you have it. Would you like me to share my birth certificate, Jenny? I can find my birth certificate. I was born October 1st at 12:05 in Methodist Hospital in New Orleans East. I went to elementary school at Resurrection of Our Lord, which was in New Orleans East. Great. My mom and dad still have a house at 4930. Google it. What do you mean I'm not from New Orleans? Are you fucking on crack? I started school at Cabrini. What do you mean I'm not from New Orleans? I moved away from New Orleans in 2016 when I moved to Columbus because Etienne, who was born and raised in New Orleans, also moved here when he retired from the Army from war. I've never lived anywhere from New Orleans until I moved here. Janie, do you want to bet? But I don't have an accent. I don't care what kind of accent you think I have. I was born and raised in New Orleans. I did not move out of New Orleans until 2016. Born and raised, bitch. Stamp certified. What are you talking about? Born and raised, bitch. Elementary school, high school, college, LSU, moved away from New Orleans, 2 bad years, flunked out, went to University of New Orleans.
School. STEM certified. She just forgot to say the boarding school. Which I personally think was inpatient psych for a year. But anyway, I hope that gives you something to look at and see her Dupers delight and how she's just getting off and all this lie. This whole thing is a lie. This whole thing is a lie. And Carrie and B. Rando pissed her off. She is so triggered now because they both said things that are true. That the classes are online and that she had enough money for the airline, then she decided not to, so she has that money in there. So she doesn't know what to do. She spun the fuck up, and she stops this and then acts like she has to go and get some food, and then comes back a while later, and then there's more of a live. But this is hilarious. This is absolutely hilarious to me to just watch her lie, and to know this is all a lie, that she's talking about this class. She knows everything about the class. She knows everything about how and where the class is and everything because she once did it. A prolific liar draws from their own experience. They know what they're talking about, so they can sound convincing. How would they know this much stuff if they were lying? Well, it's because they've already done it, burned that bridge. With her circulation issues and everything else, there's no way she can do this. This is the thing, is that it'd be fine if she was just telling these stories, be like, okay, that's just a nice crazy lady. Don't give it money. Don't give it money. If you want to give money, you guys just really feel like you have to give money. Remember, my Cash App is Tabitha Jane. Just give it to me. It's okay. I will take it. I will absolutely take it. Just kidding. Thank you for listening. I hope that you guys are going to have a good weekend. As I said, I'm having surgery tomorrow. So, I have some content kind of preloaded, so I might pop something up, midday. Just, I don't know. No, I think I might have done all my content that I have. So, you might not hear from me. Well, we'll just see how tomorrow goes. I just have to be in a splint, on my hand. So but I have to be put to sleep. So probably won't hear from me till maybe Saturday. So I hope you guys all have a good weekend, and watch her lie. Watch her lie. And now watch her try to keep her mouth shut and not do the dick sucking thing, because she heard me say it. You can tell, because now that she's trying to not move her mouth and stuff, she looks like a Muppet. She's never had her mouth closed like that. She's never closed her mouth. Ever. So, all right. Well, thanks for listening. I will talk to y'all soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.